Now, it's time to recognize our legacy scholars and present them with these great WP awards styled after the big new WP sculpture that's in the heart of our campus. So I'd like to begin by introducing tonight's Legacy Scholars speaker, Kasai Sanchez. Fittingly, Kasai is the recipient of the Valley Bank Endowed Scholarship, which is generously funded by one of tonight's honorees, Valley Bank. She is pursuing her degree in management with minors in social justice and is in the Business Honors Program track, as well as getting a certificate in diversity, equity, and inclusion. Kasai is deeply committed to advocacy and social justice work as evidenced by her internship with the Innocence Project, her committee membership with the NAACP of Bergen County, her work with Students Demand Action Against Gun Violence, and as a co-founder and leader of Teen Interns Leading Together, a youth serving internship program. Kasai's many future goals include leading a nonprofit organization that prioritizes social change and social justice. Please join me in welcoming Kasai to the podium.
Good evening. I was nearly 8 years old when my parents told me they wouldn't be able to contribute to my college expenses. I was 15 when I took my first job while still maintaining honors, serving on advisory boards, and competing as a varsity fencer. I was 18 years old when I graduated high school and spent both the morning and afternoon of my graduation day working, before, after, and even during the day that was meant to celebrate me, all to afford college. I scrambled to find every scholarship opportunity I could, all while serving as president of multiple organizations, playing varsity sports, holding down a job, and doing community advocacy work. When I graduated high school, as student council president, founder of my own internship program, a health coach, an activist, and an award-winning community organizer, I didn't have the chance to celebrate. Instead, I calculated how hard I'd have to work just to be a financially stable college student. I can still hear my mother's words clearly, and sometimes it feels as though her words are tattooed across my heart. We fight, and we never give up. Your hard work will count for something, Kasai. Because the world won't consider why you tripped up your way a mountain. The world won't consider the tides that nearly kept you from swimming, or the shaking of the ground that nearly swept you off your feet. The world sees one thing. The world sees whether you've made it, whether you did it, whether you are standing. And every student I have met in my time at William Patterson University is standing or swimming, fighting in the face of adversity, for seeing us. To you, generous donors, I thank you for giving us all a chance at finding hope. I thank you for seeing our struggles and our stories in a world that so often fails to. A world that so often fails to take into account our stories and our backgrounds and our histories as students or leaders. When you come from a background where every dollar has purpose, scholarship means so much more than money. Scholarship means the alleviation of financial burden. Scholarship means that you can pay more attention to the content in a textbook rather than the fact that you might not be able to afford one. Scholarship means breathing room. It means getting to say yes to opportunities instead of saying, I wish I could. It is that very belief, the power of choosing to do something for someone else, that I now see every day through my internship at the Innocence Project, a nonprofit law firm which works to free those who have been wrongfully incarcerated. There, I've had the honor of working in donor relations, helping to connect people to the lives they've changed through their generosity. People who have spent decades behind bars for crimes they have not committed. The people we serve at Innocence Project know the value of freedom, and the donors who make that work possible know the value of hope and investment. And standing here today, I notice the same generosity, the same compassion, the same kindness in this room. Because scholarship donors like you have chosen to be here and have chosen to donate, you've alleviated some of the burden of this journey. And I imagine that for many of us, that has meant the chance to finally enjoy a glimmering sun as we climb the mountain we call life. I think of myself as nothing but a product of generosity and community, and I'm committed to passing it forward, whether that might be through public service, advocacy, or connecting others to the power of giving. I thank you for seeing the students of William Patterson University. I thank you for standing with us as we climb, and for being the reason that so many of us are not just standing, but rising. Thank you.